King Jesus, King Jesus. Hey, I want to give you a heads up. Apparently, tragedy has struck the family of Whitney Houston and Bobbi Brown again. Nearly 3 years after the death of Whitney Houston, now her daughter has been found in a similar situation in her home in Georgia. As you might know, Whitney Houston is one of the greatest female artists of all time. She's the most awarded female artist of all time. She was a singer, an actress, producer, and model. She set all kinds of records for her recording talent. She was married to Bobbi Brown, who was a leading male star, a singer himself. And they had a daughter named Bobbi Kristina Brown, who is now 21. The daughter of Whitney Houston and Bobbi Brown was found by her husband Nick Gordon in the bathroom, in the bathtub, unresponsive, by him and his friend. They began CPR, and eventually fire rescue arrived and she was evacuated to the nearest hospital. But the term unresponsive is significant, folks. It denotes a state of being in which you have no vital signs going for you. You're not breathing, your eyes are not open, your heart is not beating, and that's why her husband started CPR. Now, there hasn't been reports as to whether or not she has recovered yet, but it appears to be a reenactment of what her mother's death was like in California. Her mother was found in a bathtub, unresponsive, and I believe the final coroner's report said it was due to an overdose of drugs. And Kristina grew up around her mother using drugs, and as you can see in this photo, she appears to be high on drugs. She was only 21 years old and appeared not to have a strong family foundation, as she was not close to her father as it seems. In fact, she was kept away from her father in the immediate aftermath of her mother's death. She only tweeted that she married her husband on Twitter. So folks, this is a tragedy no matter how it turns out. Whether she lives or not, it's a tragedy because there are two victims now in the Whitney Houston saga. So fame appears to be not all that it's cracked up to be. There are lots of consequences to those that are famous and born into famous situations. You know, this has to be investigated because I'm sure that Bobbi Kristina Brown had a significant inheritance from her mother, and folks have to be sure that there is no foul play involved in the incident, as has been speculated in her mother's death. So we just can only wait to see the outcome of what transpires in this situation. I'm really sorry to report on this. Whitney Houston was a big part of my adult life. I got to enjoy all of her music. And one of her songs is still near and dear to my heart. The one about loving you always. And it's too bad that all these things turn out tragically when we try to do our best in life. It's always a bunch of negative consequences, and that's really not the way life's supposed to be. I feel for the family. I feel for Bobbi Brown. I feel for Kristina's husband. And I feel foremostly for Bobbi Kristina herself. And I only hope that she fully recovers, and gets the help that she needs in order to live a full and productive life. She's only 21. She's really a baby. She's really a baby without guidance. And that's what she needs, some real serious guidance. And I wish the people who are close to her would reach out to her and do their best to support her and uplift her.